Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor.
Damn, okay.
Which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
You know, I feel like that's a lot of important context that I completely missed and would have been really helpful at the start of the game. At any rate, hello everyone, this is Karst, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. So, last episode we started off blindly in hardcore mode, which ensured that I would die multiple times in the tutorial. I am actually going to still continue my run in hardcore mode, even though that's probably a very bad idea. But I'm going to see if I can read through my codexes in order to actually learn some of the tutorials that have obviously not been displayed as I've been playing the game. So without any further ado, I'm just going to pop right in and get through those tutorials. Won't get to see that part though. I'm just going to cut ahead to a part where I've finished reading those. Alright, we'll see you there. Alright, so I just finished reading the tutorial. There were actually quite a few tutorials, and that said, I don't think I absorbed any of it. I know it's all popping up as new at the moment. I only read these tutorials. I noticed that some of the combat techniques, like some of the tutorials are actually duplicated. Like for example, the combat techniques here are like only slightly edited with a few more images, so that's something interesting, I guess. You can apparently feint as well to draw your weapon back, but then change the direction suddenly, so that's interesting. There's a lot more about the events, abduction of Wenceslas, conquest of Talmsberg, Golden Age of Charles IV, Western Schism. So we got a little bit of that in the opening cutscene, which is nice because I definitely could have used that at the start of the game to get a little bit more context. But at least now we kind of know where and what the main conflict is coming from. So I'm noticing that I'm actually quite tired right now. My speech and charisma is not doing super hot, and I am currently suffering from tiredness and hunger. I guess I should probably eat up and then take a nap, if I was to guess. I do know that there are some level ups I could be doing right now. There's apparently some buffs that you can do. Not buffs, but like perks that you can pick up. I don't really want any of these though. First aid, ascetic. You'll last 15% longer without food, but as soon as you get hungry, the effects will be 20% worse. That seems pretty bad. Manly odor. When dirty, you'll have 50% more charisma when talking to women. However, people will smell you a mile off, reducing your stealth skill by 30%. That's pretty rough. Night Rider. Your stamina will regen 20% faster at night, but 10% slower during the day. Don't really want to be out and about during the night. Wanderer. You grew up in impoverished conditions, so comfort of beds is inverted for you. The worse the bed, the better you sleep, and vice versa. I don't actually want any of these buffs right now, so I'm just going to hold on to however many skills I currently have. I guess that's 1 point. Yeah, okay, different perk points. Okay, cool. So I have 1 perk point available for strength. Gravedigger, carrying dead or unconscious bodies won't cost you any stamina, and they will only burden you for half as much. Don't care for it. Blocking your opponent's strikes with your shield will cost you 30% less stamina. Now that's interesting, but I don't currently have a shield, so I'll worry about that later. And then until I pick up more perk points for some of the other skills I have, I'm not going to worry about it too much. So I guess I should probably eat something. Probably something that takes up a lot of space. Marigold decoction. Within 1 minute will add 30 health and dispel hangover effects. Cancels the effects of Lazarus potion. Okay, interesting. It's infinite durability, so that's good. I should probably eat the food that's about to expire first, right? Savior. Okay, definitely don't save. And then a random onion. Okay. Freshness is degrading, so I will eat these various items. I will just eat the bread for the nourishment, please. Thank you. I'll take that as well. I'll eat the bed rolls. I'll eat the bread rolls. There you go. 95%. The cheese. I mean, I'm about to take a nap already anyway, but I don't know. I'm holding a lot of apples still, right? Or did someone confiscate those from me? No, I still have a bunch. Okay, that's good. Nourishment now at 48. Is that enough to go to bed? 64. I think that feels a little better. Now, according to the map, that's Skalitz. That's not where I want to be. I'm currently in Talmsberg. According to the map, there's a place to sleep relatively close by. My bed is... Okay, it's probably not out there. It's probably in one of these rooms. I probably came out of... Nope, lockpick. Oh, there's the bed.
From Skalitz. What in heaven's name happened there?
Quite a bit, actually. I don't want to talk about Skalitz. That was awful. Oh. They torched Ravna on their way.
It seemed like any other day. And then I saw thick smoke rising above the hamlet of Rovna. Soon, Sigismund's army were finished there and came for us. The order to attack must have come even before the alarm bell rang.
Probably
God
attack on sight.
us.
So that was a speech success. Apparently that's a thing. I didn't make it inside the castle. Am I being timed on this? I am not. So, I mean, I'm looking at my skills on the lower right now. Speech is paired, but the heart option thing, I think it's apparently based on, like, how well I'm dressed, I think. So, apparently -1, but 5 still beats 2. I didn't make it in the castle.
I ran to the castle for shelter with the others. Behind me I could hear the shouts of the attackers and the screams of the wounded. Then I turned and saw Father trying to save Mother. They were both killed. The gate was closed by then. The men on the battlements were calling to me to run and warn you here. And with God's help I made it.
My God, that's horrible. You were lucky to survive. And our thanks for warning us. I'll pray that you see better times.
Thank you. Alright, well, that was a thing. I wonder if it actually raised my speech skill in any way. Was that speech or charisma? I probably gained a little bit of experience for it. Yeah. So one of the things I noticed here is basic controls, was it? No, it's not basic controls. Character skills. No, not character skills. Character stats? One of these told me about how conversation works. Here you go. Okay, so, as I was saying, speech and persuasion. So you can simply use speech, which is influenced by the reputation you have at the moment with the person you're speaking to, the heart thing with the crown. In the Middle Ages, social status was paramount, so the quality of your attire and how well groomed you are, together with your reputation, can make a big difference. And then it's basically intimidate and bribing, which makes perfect sense. So, yeah, I couldn't describe it super well, so I'll just pull that up for you. I'm in a private area. Yeah, in my own private area, right? This is where I was sleeping, is it not? Who are you again? The Chamberlain. You want to talk?
Is someone there?
I'm literally
Hey, you!
here.
What are you doing? Fuck! Look out!
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought that was my bed.
Is something the matter?
Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm not supposed to be there right now. They're a lot less friendly than I thought. Maybe my room is up here? I have no idea where I am. Am I trespassing? I'm absolutely trespassing by being up here. And I also don't have any lockpicks. This is definitely not my room, right? No, it might be my room. I'm not seeing the trespassing symbol right now. I choose to believe that this is my room. So let me take a brief nap. Yes, please. No, I'm not lockpicking. I wanted to sleep. You can't delay. No time to loot. Never mind. Let me just get up then, and then actually continue the story. Whoopsie daisy. Okay. Well, I'm gonna run around a little bit. Don't mind me. Barracks area. Hello. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
What the?
Yeah, I get the feeling that I'm going to get in trouble a lot for wandering to places I'm not supposed to be. I swear it's not intentional. Alright, buddy. Let's talk.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
You're right. But I just ate all the food I had in my inventory. Well, not all of it, but a bunch of the food in my inventory, and I could have just saved it. But it's okay. It's okay. The food eventually spoils anyway. Albert the Fourth of Habsburg. There's a lot of characters I could be reading about here. I might have to do that, actually. Albert the Fourth of Habsburg was an Austrian count, son of Albert III, with whom he fought against King Wenceslas IV beginning in 1394. He also had disputes with Prokop of Luxembourg over the Czech-Austrian border. This is the dude who is dead. Charles IV of Luxembourg, born Wenceslas, son of King John of Luxembourg, was the second member of the Luxembourg dynasty to become King of Bohemia, and the first to attain the title Holy Roman Emperor. Wow. He held many other titles besides: Margrave of Moravia, Count of Luxembourg, King of Italy, King of the Romans, and King of Burgundy. Renowned for his diplomatic skills and erudition, he actively endeavored to consolidate his position and ensure the survival of his line in Europe, especially in Bohemia, Moravia, and Germany. He was well versed in several languages, and at the French court he was tutored by none other than the future Pope, Clement VI. During his reign, Prague and the lands of the Bohemian crown underwent a major transformation, becoming a powerful political, economic, and cultural center. For this reason, the period of his reign is known as the Golden Age. He initiated the construction of many superb edifices which thus bear his name, including Charles University, Charles Bridge, and Karlstein Castle. He was keen to emphasize the role of religious faith in society. He renewed the cults of St. Wenceslas, St. Sigismund, and St. Vitus, consecrating various church buildings to them, among others Prague Cathedral. He married 4 times and had 13 children, most of whom died in infancy. The most illustrious of his offspring were his sons Wenceslas and Sigismund, who both became rulers over the lands of the Bohemian crown. Makes sense? Don't know if I need to worry too much about the Cumans at the moment. You can always just read this if you like. Apparently the Pope can be expanded into 2 different popes, which currently are of no relevance to me directly. Sigismund is, I guess, the main cause of why my family is now dead. Sigismund of Luxembourg, son of Charles IV, was King of Hungary and Croatia from 1387, King of Germany from 1411, King of Bohemia from 1419, and King of Italy from 1431. He was also Prince of Silesia from 1419. Margrave of Lucite, I'm going to screw up all these pronunciations, and most notably, Holy Roman Emperor between 1433 and 1437. At an early age, he was sent to be educated at the Hungarian court, quickly mastering the tough conditions of politics. Like other members of his family, he was abducted at least once, in his case by the Hungarian nobility. Having lost faith in Hungarian nobility, he turned his attention to Bohemia, and became engaged in hostilities with his half-brother, Wenceslas. Some of the Bohemian nobility welcomed Sigismund, hoping that he would rid them of their ineffective monarch, while others sided with Wenceslas, resulting in long-lasting wars, in the course of which Sigismund and his Hungarian army, consisting in no small part of Cuman mercenaries, repeatedly pillaged Bohemia, often with the help of the Bohemian, and especially Moravian, lords themselves. Sigismund fought not only to seize his brother's throne, but also against the Hussites, with the aim of seizing the imperial crown. He regarded himself as a defender of Christianity, and in 1409 even founded the Order of the Dragon to wage war against all enemies of the Christian faith. One of the later members of this order was the infamous Vlad the Impaler, inspiration for the fictional Dracula. I assume these are actual stories of the actual people, right? After the death of Wenceslas, Sigismund brought Sigismund brought to Bohemia 4 unsuccessful crusades against the Hussites. He died soon after the signing of the Compacts, a set of agreements with the reformers guaranteeing freedom of religious belief to every inhabitant to the lands of Bohemia and Moravia. Wenceslas IV. I wonder what happened to this guy. He was the son of the highly successful monarch Charles IV. He inherited the Bohemian throne and attained the German crown by election. However, he did not inherit his father's predisposition for ruling. Already during his lifetime, he was known for being a weak, idle, and moody ruler who was afflicted with many ailments, as well as difficulties meeting his royal obligations, despite the fact that he had been groomed for the rule since early childhood. He was crowned Bohemian king at the age of only 2 years old. He was more interested in hunting, alcohol, courtesans, and pleasures of the court. During his time as king, the lands of the Bohemian crown underwent several wars and conflicts involving his relatives, his own brother Sigismund and his cousins, the Moravian Margraves. The event that triggered the Margraviate Wars was that Wenceslas occupied the vacated estates of the Olomouc Archdiocese, oh my goodness, which by law belonged to the nobles. Under the leadership of Jobst, the Moravian lords joined with Sigismund in open revolt against the king, which had less to do with the estates rather than the legitimacy of the rule of Wenceslas, who in the meantime had been stripped of the imperial crown by imperial electors for his incompetence and unwillingness to rule. Later, he also lost the power of the Bohemian crown when he made numerous concessions and awarded the nobles many privileges, de facto transferring the ruling power to them. Wow, okay. His unwillingness to meet obligations resulted in his abduction twice, thereby removing him from the throne. First, in 1394, by the Czech nobles, and then in 1402 by his brother Sigismund. So this is the second time he's been kidnapped. That's funny, okay. Wenceslas initially supported the reform proposals of Jan Hus and his adherents. I have no idea who these people are. But he did nothing to save the reformer's life when he was sentenced to be burned at the stake by the church. He thus set in motion what was later to become the largest and only more or less successful popular revolt in Europe, the Hussite Wars. However, he did not live to see these events, since he died in 1419. After his death, his brother Sigismund of Hungary seized the crown, but he had to fight for it, since not everyone acknowledged his claim, and once he had the crown, he did not live long to enjoy it. Okay, great. This is... yeah, I can definitely see why people didn't like this guy very much. He screwed things up and then dipped out.
Has suffered his own share of woes, but he's a generous man. We'll take care of you until everything blows over. You risked your life to warn us, and we won't forget it.
Alright, thanks. You said something about going to the kitchen? Hello? Don't know where the kitchens are. I assume I'm allowed here. Never mind, not allowed in here. Sorry, lost reputation already. Oh.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmsberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honoured.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Just a little.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear. Aren't you, young master?
You could say that.
Here
I guess
you
I have no conversation
Eat your
choice available
fill.
there. Thank
And a
you.
little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Whoops.
Yes, thank you, my lady.
You gotta
I'll reward you
remember
for
your
your kindness.
manners, sir.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Is that a thing I actually have to do? I don't know. I'm in hardcore mode. It could be like super immersive. Are we just gonna cut ahead to me falling asleep, or nope? I'm still here. Hi. Can we talk? Deal with the fire. What? What? This fire? Deal with fire. What do you mean? Will I get in trouble if I deal with the fire? Part of me wants to do it, but I probably shouldn't.
God be with you. Do you need anything?
Which Where can I sleep?
Where's that chamber for me to sleep?
Evans, are you still confused after what happened to you? It's in the lodge in the courtyard.
Noted.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else? Where can I buy something?
If I needed some food, who should I ask?
Who do you think, young man? Me, of course. And if you want something extra, I could help you out with that too.
Okay, let's talk trade.
I'd like to buy something from you.
Of course, lad. Good luck then.
Good luck. Okay. Various foods. My gold situation, I've got 26. How much does this cost? 0.9, 1. Some of this stuff is really expensive. And I don't think I need any of it right now. I was just curious. Can I actually just pick up the food? I'll pick up the wine. I'll take the apples. This is not stealing, right? I assume they would tell me if I was stealing. Or did I actually eat already? I mean, no one's stopping me from picking...
from Skalitz.
That
How
I
did
did.
you manage that?
Very, very carefully. There was a lot of weaving and bobbing involved. Also, my back was like a porcupine's for a bit. They slaughtered everyone.
I can tell you what happened, but I don't understand why. We were just going about our usual business when the soldiers came and began their slaughter. Anyone who couldn't flee to the castle was cut down. They destroyed everything. It's a miracle I escaped with my life.
That was it? Okay. That was a very short conversation. I thought I was going to get some more dialogue choices and stuff. Give me the roast duck. Dang, alright. He's eating good tonight. Although, my nourishment is pretty high right now. Roast duck. Ooh, nourishment of 26, but it actually... durability is only 2 days, so that stuff is going to go bad real quick. Which makes sense. Let's eat one. And then I'll have another one in the morning. Okay, I assume I'm just really sleepy.
My word.
Yep, very sleepy.
Oh, good God.
Which lodge were they talking about? Is that going to be on my map? Let's see here. Go to the courtyard lodge and sleep there until morning. Yeah, that's definitely next. I have no idea where I am right now. Where's the kitchen? This is the kitchen? Maybe? So it's just going to be on this side. I am going to fall asleep on my feet. Hi. That's probably it right there. Okay, let me in. I need to sleep. You're in a private area. Okay. Oh, I'm the only one allowed in this bed? Oh, you have to actually sleep on the ground? How sad for you.
You! What the hell are you fooling about here for?
What are you doing here?
Nothing. Go away. This is my room. I'm sorry I walked into a private area. You guys are paying way too close attention to that stuff. I guess I'm going off to bed.
What the hell was that?
It was me going to sleep. Go away.
I must be going mad.
I also forgot to take off my shoes.
Sounded like...
Now, they said something about being up in the morning, right? So I guess it's like in the evening right now. I guess we can wake up at 6 a.m. 11 hours. Nourishment is going to fall down to 49. You know what? Let's just sleep the 12 hours. 99 energy sounds pretty good. Am I going to get interrupted in my sleep?
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
I'm still pretty bloodied up, by the way.
Yes?
It is I, Henry.
Oh, hi.
Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
I could try a little bit. I won't
It's
overindulge.
just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace. To let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you.
Okay, why is she so touchy-feely already?
But I
We
want
just
you to
met.
feel
Who
at
are you?
home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better.
All right, noted. Thank you,
God
lady.
knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
All right, thank you, I guess. That was fascinating. She went out of her way to give me one. Oh. I wasn't expecting it to just suddenly cut to a dialogue choice. Well, I think it would be rude to not talk to her. It's also bad for his mental health. So, tell her the story of the raid.
You might be right, milady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some
Are you
errands.
gonna actually recap like the stuff I did? Oh. I'm definitely not going to succeed with the nobility thing. I went to the tavern for ale and I went to collect the debt.
Kunish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of
He
paying.
beat me the hell up.
It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands...
I don't know how I succeeded, but alright.
I promised Father I'd help him with his work.
Oh, he
and I was
switched
looking forward to it.
chairs. I see.
He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig.
Sir Radzig came to look at the sword. I mean, this is the only one I know for sure is going to
The
succeed.
sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
True.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
There was a huge horde of attackers.
A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
You know, he may be the most articulate
And then
peasant
death
I've ever
descended
heard.
on Skalitz.
Henry. Did we see them kill Bianca? I don't know if we should mention her.
Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour,
I have
saw
to
Father
assume
and
that
charged at him.
Henry was
Cut down
supposed to
my
still
father
be sitting
without
in
a
the
thought.
bed. Because these camera
And then turned
angles
on
are
my mother.
really not doing it.
And he murdered her in cold blood.
I think he switched
Poor
chairs
boy. May the Lord have mercy
as a
on their
bug.
souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take
And the
cover.
camera's now just focusing on where his head
I had
should
to
have
find another
been.
way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmsberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
Ooh, right, I skilled up, so... Humans were
It wasn't
plundering a
safe
village.
yet. The Cumans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
I got a reputation
And I
for
heard
that
a
for some
scream.
reason.
It was Teresa, the mill wench.
Do you just randomly call
Caught by
people
a gang of
wenches? Is that just a
Cuman
thing back
savages who
then?
planned to violate her.
I feel like
I
wench
had
has a
Sir
pretty
Radzig's
low,
sword, and even though there were several of them, and they were
negative
better armed,
connotation these days.
I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly
That
after
is the
our
name of the
marriage,
DLC.
before I
Haha.
even got a look at Talmsberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
So it took some time,
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sorry.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
He seems
Certainly,
nice.
only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmsberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My
Could be
lady,
worse.
You're still young and
Could be a lot worse.
beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Thank you. Have a good night.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night.
You too.
My lady.
Alright, Henry, back to sleep. I need you rested for the next day's trials because we are definitely going to die a lot. You and I, we are screwed. I'm so sorry that I'm the one controlling you. Are we about to have... Nope, nightmare time. Got it. All a jumbled mess of thoughts. Makes sense. Oh.
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Alright. Creepy Batman sequence. Got it. Understood. I am the knight.
Wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it?
I'm vengeance.
What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Well, that's bad. Are you about to teach me archery? That might be helpful. I actually do want to train up my agility, because being able to dodge attacks and stuff seems really helpful. Go to the battlements via the gateway stairs. Okay, new... Ooh. Women in the Middle Ages. Lords of Talmsberg. Sir Divish, William of Talmsberg. Well, Divish is who we were talking to just now, right? Divish died in 1415. Does any of this really matter right now? Yeah, Divish was imprisoned in his own castle for 7 long years while his young wife Stephanie managed to, or attempted to raise a ransom to free him. Thanks to the help of friends, he was eventually liberated, and Medek was condemned for his actions as a rebel. And then he basically just did stuff throughout his life. Got it. Alright, take the torch from the table. Got it. How do I activate it? I noticed that my sleeping situation is not good. I don't know, what am I being debuffed by right now? Let's see here. Nightmares. Right. Your sleep was troubled by nightmares. You're shaken and your stats are temporarily reduced by 2. Oh, was that like a unique thing? If I didn't have nightmares, was that scene going to play at all? I'm curious now. I don't know. I thought that was going to be part of the main story, but I could be wrong. But that means I now have 0 strength, 0 agility, 0 vitality, and 1 speech. I do hope I actually recover those stats over the course of the day. Because otherwise I'll be playing the entire game with negative stats. Okay, I picked up the torch. I guess I can use it? Question mark? Is it a weapon? It's considered a weapon. Okay. We can equip it. Yep. Low stats. You're trying to use equipment that demands better abilities than you have now, so its effectiveness is greatly lowered. You can find out exactly what the item demands in the inventory screen in item info. Got it. Out we go, I guess. How exactly is the torch going to do in the water, in the rain? Apparently decently. So I think I should just rush to the quest target, which is presumably up the stairs here. It is very dark, as you would imagine. And this is why I said I don't want to be out at night. You're in a private area. Yeah, I know, but that's what he told me to be. That's where he told me to be. I guess I'm climbing up, aren't I? Yeah, I'm gonna have to be up on the towers. Understood. I don't have a lockpick right now anyway, even though I do want to open that. I know I'm technically in a no trespassing zone, but you can't blame me for being up here right now, can you? They can absolutely blame me for being up here right now. I should not be up here right now. Okay. I'm a little lost, apparently. Already. Sorry. Where am I supposed to go then? They said up the stairs and up the battlements, right? I can get to the battlements via the steps next to the main castle gate. I must have gone up the wrong... Yeah, I must have gone up the wrong stairs. Okay. Let's go back. So the main gates. Up here? Up to the battlements. Next to the... Ah, there you go. Okay, they're just talking amongst themselves. Right now, this does not seem relevant.
My respects to you.
Well, thank you. What's going on?
Do you know what's happening?
No.
That was a very
What
short
about
answer,
you?
sir.
Me? How could I?
I saw you with Sir Robard. Didn't he tell you anything?
No, nothing.
Oh, great. The regular soldiers don't like the fact that I've been talking to the nobles. Got it. Alright. I guess there's some jealousy. There is a class divide, of course. Suddenly I feel like I'm in Helm's Deep. I think that's a pretty normal thing to feel right now.
Don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, and all will end well.
Noted. That's Sir Divish. This is Sir Robard.
Hey, you men down
Divish,
there.
let's talk.
Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, do you understand?
You know, I'm the only peasant out here. Everyone else is armed. Or at least wearing like a gambeson. Can't talk to you. Okay. What's going on?
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmsberg in the night? Especially
And also
since
in the
he lost
rain.
The element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Divish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. and Sir Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
That we will. Do you have trebuchets or anything? These don't look like soldiers.
Oh! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions!
Oh, hey! There he is.
Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
Nice, okay. How did he get out?
At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
I mean, I'm sure they had like an escape plan ready, but still.
The best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me.
Yep.
He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Don't ask me about my leg.
Brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Yes, please tell me. I'm nosy. I'm nosy.
When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left the storm in the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmsberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Rattay.
To Rattay. Got it.
And there we'll have a better chance.
So I assume that's going to be my next target, my next place to visit.
If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
That's fair, yeah.
Is that boy still with you?
Yep, I'm here. What's up?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny.
Do I not join you?
I am sorry about what happened.
Yeah.
Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
What if the soldiers are
I can't
still
leave
there?
my mother and father.
They are dead.
I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of.
Okay, fair enough. I get it, but that's sounds like a terrible idea. You donkey.
Sir, quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmsberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
Or yourself for 7 years. Ha 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 ha. Too soon.
Tribulation, sir. But thank you.
Yeah, he
We'll
was
meet
making a
again
joke about it.
when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people too.
Thanks.
These are dark times. Move out!
Well, I mean, it is the medieval ages. It's always the dark times in this time period.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
His voice really carries, huh? Alright, so now what? Can I be of help?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help.
Yep.
I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done.
At some point I'm going to clean that blood off, I promise.
Don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
I was kind of hoping that the rain would wash it off, but nope, no such luck. So, what now? He says just to keep an eye? Keep watch on the battlements. Is there a specific place for me to be standing, or do I just literally... Like, is there a specific place for me to be standing right now? I don't see one on the map. Let me see. Nope, it's not on the map. So, I'm just gonna run around the battlements until something happens, I guess. How high up am I supposed to go? All the way? I mean, I guess if I'm scouting, technically. You're in a private area. But there are weapons! Better long-distance arrow. But it's stealing. I don't think stealing from the people who have saved my life is a good idea. At least not right now. Not right now. Did I just take fall damage? I hope not. Is there supposed to be a tutorial for this right now? Ooh, nice lightning. Like, am I supposed to be going somewhere specific, or what? Are you my relief?
Good day to you. What do you need?
What do you think about the Skalitz folk managing to slip away like that?
What do you think about how the Skalitz folk managed to get away?
Fortune smiled on them, that's for certain. Sigismund must be seething with rage.
It's just a shame Fortune didn't smile on all of them.
Oh, shit. Sorry. And you know Sir Radzi Kobbler?
I do.
I wouldn't say I know him. I've seen him a few times. Why do you ask?
He must be a fine lord to take such good care of every one of his serfs.
Surely all the lords do that.
Ah, I could tell you some stories.
About
Oh, I'm sure you can. Well, I think Divish is decent.
Jesus, no.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it like that. Just that I heard stories from other soldiers that would make your skin crawl.
I see.
Alright, that's it.
May the Lord watch over you.
Thank you, and you too. Are you my relief? You are not.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh?
Yes.
I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Okay. I've apparently done the thing. Now what? Wait until morning. Well, it's a good thing I read the tutorials because, although to be fair, it's common sense. Hit T to wait, right? But I'm not seeing any tutorials pop up for this. Probably because I'm on hardcore mode. So I'm just gonna stand here and wait until morning, you say. What time is morning? 6 a.m.? 5 a.m.? I'm gonna assume the circled times are like morning, midday, and then presumably evening. So I will wait until morning, which is here. Right? Are we done? I can close my eyes and rest a while. If anything happens, the soldiers will wake me. Okay. Do I want to rest another... Let's do another, like, 2 hours. Oh, there you go. Something's happening. Everyone to the battlements, okay. I'm not... Okay, I'm not seeing... Alright, running. I'm not seeing the enemy army, but I'm sure they're on their way. Go to the battlements of the Outer Bailey. I'm just gonna follow this guy, because he actually knows where to go. I assume. Oh hey, I am cleaned up. It's gonna be like a massive army, right? Yeah. Well, Divish just needs to bend the knee, right?
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause.
Yeah, by conquering them. Who dis?
You may be in for a surprise. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Well, he sent a messenger, so at least there's that.
Greetings, Lord of Talmsberg.
That's the guy. Alright, Henry, you gotta stay put. You can't get involved, yeah.
You don't want to end up like them.
You cannot be involved. You do not want to ruin this diplomatic
I am Sir Mark von
conversation.
Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus.
Oh, in the name of his brother, huh? Alright. The one he's kidnapped?
Order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markvart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmsberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, the Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
Nope.
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmsberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmsberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir.
So, yeah, pretty much. Good enough. Good enough of an
Relay
answer.
your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there's little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Alright, well that was tense. I'm actually really enjoying the setup of the game right now. Henry, you gotta chill out. Yeah, this type of like political intrigue and stuff is quite interesting. Alright, time to go. Go home. Check, please.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
You know, they can always just come back at any time. I feel like cheering while they're still there is a bad idea. Well, there's our guy. Sir Markvart von Aulitz. He was the hetman, or governor, of Prague, who, much like those members of the nobility disgruntled with the reign of Wenceslaus IV, saw in Sigismund of Luxembourg a better potential king. Their motivation had more to do with money and power. Wenceslaus offered them no prospects, while supporting Sigismund promised them a better future position in society. Noted. Okay. Bury your loved ones in Skalitz, talk to Robard, get a horse. Well, first things first, I think I can put away the torch. I don't know if torches have a lifespan. May it be a light for you in dark places when all other lights go out. Is that a reference to, like, Lord of the Rings? Could be wrong. It seems like a pretty common phrase. I noticed the blood is back. I guess it only got cleaned off for the cutscene then. There is durability and condition. Okay, interesting. It can also be used as a weapon if I really need it. Hi. Divish, don't want to talk to me. Robard?
Good day to you.
Good day to you, too. What is Sigismund after?
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg. Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair, him and Wenceslas's cousin Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
In the... I was gonna say in the name of his brother, so that he can technically have a stronger claim amongst the commoners, but that's not an answer here. Strategic position, strong fortifications is a pretty good answer. He was afraid of the Kuttenberg insurgent lords. Possibly. Defeat his troops from their granaries, possibly for the loot. I feel like I'm being quizzed here, and I'm not. It's either of these two. I think the lords.
Because the lords there could have risen against him with their armies and stopped his conquest of the Bohemian territories?
That's part of it.
Mm-hmm.
King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver...
So the resources, got it.
So
it's always the
Kuttenberg
resources.
sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it.
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed 2 birds with 1 stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Well done. What do you know about the Cumans?
Where did these Cumans come from anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said, that they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit.
Very true.
And believe me, it's always about power and money.
Also true. Why did Sigismund raid Skalitz?
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
I have to get to Skalitz.
Sir Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
True. Time to convince him. Am I gonna beat his... Am I gonna beat the roll with a 6? If you were in my shoes, you'd do the same.
Sir Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad.
Failed.
But I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
Alright, maybe later.
Take care now.
Thank you. Divish? Nope. I was gonna say, maybe if I can convince Divish, he can convince Robard. In the meantime, anything in here for me to loot? Not really. So what do you want me to do now? Bury my loved ones in Skalitz, get a horse, get out of the castle. So that's just what I have to do next. So I basically have to break my way out. Also, are my stats still ruined? No, my stats are okay now, so it did eventually fix itself. Although my nourishment and energy is now like midway again. Also, this is about to go bad, so I will eat this. Let me eat the 84% apples. I don't want to get overstuffed though, so because apparently that's a thing I need to worry about as well.
God in heaven, man-eaters! For Christ's sake, where did you hear such a thing? I hear us.
I discovered combat arena. Okay, interesting. Can I actually use it? These are the commoners, but like literally this is not even like a proper castle. It's just like a keep. So what exactly am I expected to be doing right now? I definitely can't get out because they're not going to let me go. Oh, you have a name.
What do you need?
Is there a trader here somewhere? About Sigismund's army.
That business with Sigismund turned out well in the end, didn't it?
Aye, that was a good start. Now we need to drive him and his war whores out of Bohemia for good.
His what now? Is there a trader here somewhere?
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook. She's good-hearted, especially if you come with some coin.
Yes, I know. Why are you laughing like
For
that?
anything else, you should see a fellow called Votava. Folk aren't too fond of him, because he's as surly as a wet cat.
That's
but
fine.
He can get you just about anything. I saw him by the granary. You'll recognize him easy. He looks like he's never had a decent meal in his life.
Got it. I need to get out of here.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks
Fair.
like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
I could probably jump out. I have to bury my parents, let me out of here, or else, don't you know who I am? That never works. Don't you know who I am never works. I'ma say it because it's my highest role.
Let me out, I say. Don't you know who I am?
Someone who's about to lose his teeth if he doesn't get lost quick.
True, okay. Oh yeah, 14, damn, alright. I have to bury my parents.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
Alright, noted. What have you got in mind?
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I could say I didn't recognize you? If a
So
Talmsberg
pick up
soldier
a guard
turns
outfit,
up
got it.
all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right, I'll have a look around for something.
Sounds good to me. I'll see you later. Thank you for the heads up, by the way. You're a nice guy. Redeem. Now, he said near the granary there's some dude who's a little wiry, I guess?
It's all the same to me who sits on the
Villager. Your Robard. I can't talk to you about the same thing again. I cannot try to persuade you again. Villager. Okay, well, where the heck is a granary? Probably this, right?
Did you see them horrible foreign soldiers?
One of the... Nope, lockpick.
Strange clothes and iron masks on their faces.
God be with you.
No, you definitely look like you've had a fair share of nice dinners.
What do you think about Sigismund withdrawing?
It was a stroke of good luck. I know everyone says how clever Sir Divish is and all that, but it was a dangerous situation. That Sigismund is awful unpredictable. He abducts the king, raids towns, brings foreign mercenaries into the heart of our country. God alone knows what he'll get up to next.
Very true. Is there a trader somewhere?
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Votava's your man.
Yeah, the skinny guy.
He's the local
Definitely
dealer,
not you.
Skinny fellow. I saw him by the granary. He'll buy anything that has any value, and he'd sell you his own granny.
Fair enough.
If he hadn't already sold her long since.
I assume you're joking, but I don't know. Okay, so where's the granary then? Am I blind? Deploy the garrison. Okay. So right now I am in the outskirts. I think I'm like, I think I'm still within the main keep area right now. The trader is... Oh, he's in the building. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. There's a definite, like, outdoor villager, peasant farmland area out here. But I'm in the keep itself, so... And I'm not allowed to leave the keep. So let me just go inside here, talk to the dude. Okay, nice of you to close the door, but I... Darn it, I needed to get my way in. Are you the guy? You're probably the guy. You're the you're a wiry looking fellow. I don't have a lockpick to get in. Is there a way for me to get in from another door? Hi.
Good health to you.
How can I get some armor? Nope.
Take care now.
Can't actually... Did you just spawn in a second dude, or is that just... There are 2 people here! Kind of weird, but okay. I'll accept it. I cannot climb over this for whatever reason. There you go.
We can always come
The door seems open to me. Let me through. Wonderful, thank you. Private area. Of course it is. Anything worthwhile in here? No. Oh. You're just some guy. You can definitely see... Oh, this is the guards' barracks. I should probably not be in here.
Why's that, for the love of God?
Oh, I finally found you. Here you are.
God be with you.
Yes, yes, and with you. Trade!
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
I've got a bit of coin. What have you got? Bolitas edulus. Okay. This is only good for 1 day and gives 1 nourishment, so... Seems kind of pointless. A lockpick. I won't say no to that, actually. A treasure map I cannot afford. I kind of want a lockpick. A savior snap would be nice too, but I cannot afford that either. Lockpick's only 17 gold. Ooh, I can buy more than 1. Oh, but I've only got... Can I haggle? Let's add 2 to the basket. And then try to haggle with this man. Check the basket. Haggle.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye.
Let's try to do a little less. I mean, obviously he's not going to accept 22. Let's do 23. He's definitely not going to take this, and then maybe I can even it out around like 24.5 or something.
No deal then.
Okay. Oh, that's it? No counter offer?
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
I do want the lockpick. And now everything costs a little more because he doesn't like me as much. Funny. Okay. Haggle.
Let's have a word about the price.
Aye.
Yeah. Let's do 16. How about that?
Are we agreed?
Well now, a little more and we'll shake on it.
That's fine with me. Do it.
I'll go for that.
Wonderful. Now, do I have more stuff I can sell you? Because I
You've got the coin.
have a lot of food, but no money. And I would like money. I only have 10 gold. 10 gold ain't much. Anything I can actually sell you. How do I check? Ah, here it is. Okay. Anything worthwhile to sell? Roast duck might be worth it. Freshness is only 73%. But I only get 2 gold for that. That's not really going to do much for me. I don't think there's anything I have worth selling. I have no valuables worth anything. Okay. I will eat the roast duck before it goes bad. 62, or no, 88. This seems fine. Let's clean myself off. I think I can clean myself using a water trowel. Yeah. Wash yourself as much as you can in a trowel. In that case, I will go back to the keep and try to find myself some armor. I kind of want to pick up this axe, but I don't think I'm allowed. It's apparently not an interactable, so... I am assuming I can get the armor by going into the back of house areas, more or less. Going to some of these other rooms that I found earlier. Who are you? You're special looking. You don't want to talk to me. Okay, fair enough. Can't go into there because it's lock-picked. Sorry, because of the lock. But I can climb up and over again. And I found arrows and stuff I can take. If I'm going to be pretending to be a guard, I may as well take some, you know, a bow and arrow as well, right? It would fit the, Oh. The Lord of the Castle was just chilling up here. Okay. I mean, I guess this controls the main gate, so it makes sense that he'd be up here, but... Do I really want to be stealing? Especially since I know the Lord, Divish is here? Don't know about that. Yes, gimme. Okay. Rob the long-distance arrow. Yes. Give me that. I don't know how I feel about needing to hold E in order to steal some of these these weapons. Villager's ash bow. And that is Villager's hazel bow. What's the difference? This one's not considered stealing. That one was not considered stealing for whatever reason. Okay, I'm just gonna roll with that. I swear some of the sound effects are very, very much like Oblivion. Needle. A well-balanced short sword, A well-balanced short sword, remarkable primarily for its well-forged point. Stick 'em with the pointy end. I assume this is a reference to Game of Thrones. I have to assume. So how does this compare to the other weapon I have now? Is there a way for me... I don't have the minimum agility required. I'm using Sir Radzig's sword. It would do more damage in stabs. Yeah, it would do more stab damage. And has higher defense. And raises my charisma for some reason. And has more durability. And weighs less. Okay, so it's like mostly better. But I don't have the agility. That's the unfortunate part. So right now I'm doing 46. If I take this, all of these numbers go down. What do these numbers mean? I don't know. Blunt, slash, and stab. 24, 19, and 1. But it gives me charisma. It might let me convince people a little better. Can I take the shield? I can definitely take the shield. And I think that would be part of the kit too, right? If I was to take the shield. So I should definitely take the shield. I should probably take multiple shields. I might be able to sell them later. I'll take some halberds too, if I can. No halberds? I can't shove that in my back? In my pocket or anything? Very easy lock. Well, no time like the present. How does this work? I think my sensitivity might be a bit high. You earned a locksmith. Okay. This is where I want to be, right? So I basically have to follow it around. Okay. Yeah, I read the tutorial for this as well in the codexes. So I have to just keep that... I basically have to keep that main section of my mouse yellow, more or less. And I just have to follow it, follow the mechanism around as I rotate it. So, cool. That's a lot of stuff. That's the outfit. That's all of it. I think I'm over encumbered though. I'm definitely over encumbered, so that's bad. But I now have the armor that I need to pretend. Light padded armor, collar, coif. I look like a guard, except, you know, I don't have a visor, but, you know, I can live with that. Both of these shields look fine. I should probably drop a shield. This is a cooler looking shield, so I'll keep that one. Can I put away some of this stuff? Or sell some of it, even? So I'm going to put this away. I'm still over encumbered. Ashbow or hazelbow? Ooh, there's a lot more stats required for the hazelbow over the ashbow. That makes sense. I guess it's like an upgrade item, or it's an upgrade of the regular bow, basically. The ashbow, so good to know. Cannot sprint while overloaded. Okay, well, technically all I need to do is walk out, right? Oh, I'm just in a storage area. Whoops. Not what I intended. Let me back up. So, my over-encumbrance is going to be a problem. I wish I could take the rope with me, too. I think ropes would be pretty important. Okay. Let's take a look at my inventory. This is going to be a recurring problem, I think. So I should probably eat something again. What's weighing me down the most? Can I arrange this by weight? Name. Okay, can I equipped? Oh, maybe there's too much information. So, there you go. By weight, please. The roast duck is weighing me down. As you would imagine. I might as well eat it. It's going bad. Nourishment is now 112, so I'm probably glutted? Yeah, I'm glutted. Okay. I'm still over by... like, basically 12 pounds. What else is weighing me down? It's the light padded armor and stuff. Any weapons weighing me down? Yes, they are. Okay. Maybe we can sell some of these things. So I'm basically just selling the bow, a bunch of cheese, and some apples, and that will let me actually run around again. So let's haggle a bit.
The price.
I would like him to pay me. I would like him to pay me a bit more, please and thank you. Yeah, how about you give me 31 instead of 28?
Since it's you.
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less and I'll be satisfied.
29. How about 30? 30.
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Nice. So he took it. Good stuff. So now I'm sitting around with how much gold? 40.3. Not bad. And I am now pretty much free to exit. I kind of want to go back and actually talk to the lords, but that seems like a terrible idea, doesn't it? Because if I go back here and actually talk to them, aren't I just going to get in trouble? I also need a sword, or a horse. I could probably grab one from in here. Maybe don't steal Divish's horse. Mount and steal, mount and steal. That seems like a terrible plan. That's also Robard's horse. Yeah, I shouldn't steal any of these horses, huh? What about my own horse? This was my horse. Yeah, this is just not counted as stealing. So in theory, I can use this to go back to Skalitz. Returning to where I came from seems like a good idea. Yeah, talking to the lords will make it obvious I'm trying to sneak out while wearing the armor. So I'm just not going to let them see. Hello there, totally normal guard coming through. Don't mind me. Hi. Want to talk to me while I'm on the horse? Sorry.
Watch where you're going, you lout. You nearly killed me.
Sorry. I guess he doesn't actually want to talk to me while I'm on the horse, so I'm going to have to dismount. As long as the horse doesn't wander off. Okay, let me through.
Good health to you.
Indeed. Please let me through.
I need to get out of here.
Then I'm afraid you're out of luck. Ah, I see. All right then. But if you breathe a word about me to anyone...
Don't you worry. I won't snitch. Oops. No, not what I wanted. Let me in. Or sorry, let me on. Time to go. Thank you. Flee the castle and get to Skalitz. Okay. There's a lot of regular people in this village. Get a horse, get out of the castle. I kind of want to explore the villages in the surrounding area too. I don't know if there will actually be story content or like any side quests or stuff, but it seems intriguing, doesn't it? I've discovered a shrine. Would this be like a... Sorry.
Stay away from people if you can't ride a horse, you moron.
Sorry. I wonder if that would have been like a fast travel point, the shrine. Well, first things first, I guess I'm just gonna come down into like the town area, see what's going on, and then I can potentially think about returning to Ravna and then Skalitz. Okay, I'm gonna explore the little village first before I do anything else. Hello. How would I know if there's anyone offering a quest? None of these people really seem like they want to talk to me. Discover another shrine. Okay. Like, is there a reason for me to be here? Hello? You might be interesting characters to talk to. Or you're all generic villagers. Could be anything. I've discovered lodgings. So it's a pub. You're the innkeeper.
Good day to you.
Good day. What's happening around here?
How are the Talmsberg folk getting on? Is it peaceful here?
Ah, things here are not too bad at all.
Outside of the army that nearly crushed us just now. Okay. Well, the innkeeper is apparently the one who would basically tell you local news, so... Alehouse maid.
Greetings. What do you need?
Oh, what the... Is there a trader around here somewhere?
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Troy Votova. He's as thin as a starving
He's the
hound,
same
but about as
dude
cheerful.
who's in the keep.
But he can get anything
He's
you
the
want.
only
I saw him in the
shopkeeper
local
apparently in
granary.
the entire town. Alright, never mind.
Good luck then.
Alright, thank you. Alright, so there is nothing interesting here. Alright, so with that in mind, I'm going to call it right here. Next episode, I'm going to ride back... Is that an outhouse? It is, in fact, an outhouse. Okay. Next episode, we're going to ride back to Ravna, see if there's anything worthwhile there, before eventually returning back to Skalitz, and actually completing the mission. So, I hope that you enjoyed what you saw here today, and that you're doing well wherever you are. This has been Kingdom Come Deliverance. and we'll catch you next time. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye now.